Thank you very much, Federico. Thank you, Dare. Thank you very much for this fantastic welcome. It's really a great pleasure for me to be here. And thank you, Thomas, for being here. I think we feel it's an important moment for European life. I'd like to thank also the Italian ambassador in Dublin. Thank you for being with us, and all of you, students, scholars. It's a privilege for me to be here in this very moment, the launch of the Compete project. Very happy and very happy to be here to try to link, if I may say, your project, your initiative to what is happening today. So because of this timely coincidence with last week European Council retreat, I will adjust a little bit the sense of my introduction here, and I decided with Federico to try to bring you the sense of what we are doing now, and which is the topic that today is the center of our discussion, and with a strong link, a very important link with Ireland, because everything is here, everything I will try to say is linked to the potential of the success of Irish presidency of the European Council, of the Council of the European Union next semester.
I start by saying that the success of the Savings and Investments Union, for me, is strictly related to the fact that it can be within a more comprehensive project. What I will present here is the outcome of the discussion of the Council. I attended the European Council retreat last Thursday in Belgium, and I presented there some ideas on how to implement the single market proposals in a comprehensive package. The name of this comprehensive package I will present here is One Market Act. So the idea is to move from the single market to one market and entering the third phase of the European market, from the common market until 92, then the single market from 92, and today one market, not with treaty changes, but with a package in which I presented to Minister Byrne this idea, because I was with the Taoiseach in Belgium last Thursday, because the Irish presidency will play a crucial role for the acceleration and the implementation of this proposal. The proposal, you will see it in the slide I will propose there. The proposal is to have this comprehensive package, One Market Act, with three big vertical chapters. One of them is the Savings and Investments Union. Second one, Energy Union. Third one, Connectivity. And three enablers. The three enablers are the 28 regime, introduction of the 28 regime to unify the legal system for business. The fifth, freedom for innovation and research. And all the discussions on the social pillar that I name the freedom to stay. And I will say a few words on that later on. Coming to your point on Savings and Investments Union, I know that there are some countries, Ireland is one of them, not the only one, with some doubts on a total unified supervisory approach. This is why the proposal I think we have to push is a proposal in which, if I may say, we use the same model of the central bank, of the European Central Bank. That is a model of cooperation between a central authority, central federal authority, and national authority, that they have still to stay. In the ECB system, the national banks are still existing, cooperating with the ECB and with Frankfurt. I think we have to organize a package, a framework in which a central authority, so strengthening the present authorities at central level, ESMA, can cooperate in a common legal framework with the national authorities that we have to keep alive without canceling them. That can be, in my view, the way to convince countries like Ireland, Luxembourg, that are today have some skepticism on the idea to move in the direction of a common system, that this common system can work, having the scale up that is necessary also for a country like Ireland. The scale up on the financial side is absolutely fundamental without killing the competitiveness approach that a country like Ireland has.
Yeah.
We have to protect, not to be protectionist, if I may say, very in a slogan, because the European Union is successful when we are open, and I think Ireland is the best demonstration of that. If we are not open, and if you are too close, or too narrow, with walls around us, at the end of the day we lose. So I think this clause has to go until it doesn't become protectionism. So we have to consider this part. And talking about slogans, maybe I didn't tell you that the slogan I propose for this One Market Act is One Europe, One Market. And I strongly believe that this One Europe, One Market can be the right way to explain what we are doing, why it can be successful, which is the direction to be successful, because when the single market was created, I will elaborate on that. When the single market was created, the world was totally different. And all our European countries were big countries, big or medium-sized countries. I always remind myself that my own country, Italy, at that time was economically, you will laugh, as big as China and India together. When the single market was created, I'm not joking, it's the truth, Italy was as big as China and India together. Now they are 20 times bigger. So the single market today is no more the tool to deal with the world, with these giants. This is why we have to pass from the single market to one market. Because on all these topics I mentioned, energy, connectivity, financial services, in reality we are 27, not one. And if we keep the fragmentation, we are not able to play at scale that needs the giants. I think the most effective reaction to Trump is to create one market, is to create one Europe, one market. Because at the end of the day, Trump takes advantage of the internal divisions of the European Union and of the weakness that is due to the fragmentation of the European Union. If we move to this one Europe, one market, I think for Trump is if I may say, is the worst news that can come from Europe. I think we have to react like that. If we react jumping into the ring and boxing with him with the same method, language, and behaviors of Trump, we will divide ourselves and we will lose. The only way to be successful is to react to Trump, creating one Europe, one map. My life, with my professional and private life, is among three countries: Italy, France, and Spain. And so I was in the three different approaches. Spain, go to Mercosur. France, no, Mercosur. Italy, in between, with a position that was first no, and then it became yes. So I understand very well the fact that in some countries there can be political situations or political environments that can have warriors and so on. But I'm sure that Mercosur will be. In 10 years' time, we will check the results of the agreement, and the results of the agreement will be great and positive results. And I'm sure that the positive aspect will overcome by far the other aspect. Also because Mercosur and Brazil first, because Mercosur at the end of the day is first of all Brazil, is a growing economy. And it's an economy, we have to bet on this economy. It's not just Mercosur, India now, Australia. Maybe it's the second reaction to Trump. You mentioned the second. I linked the two questions to complete the answer to your question. The main reaction to Trump has to be based on the three. One Europe, one market. Second, opening new trade routes to Mercosur, to India, to Australia, to Mexico. Third, showing that we can support Ukraine standing alone without being obliged to depend on the Americans. And these three are the most effective reactions to Trump's aggression to Europe.
Irish Mail Show in Italian, so as a podcast of in Italia. If you don't mind, I can ask in Italian the question. Volevo chiederle come vede la presidenza dell'Irlanda, qui c'è tantissimo dell'Europea, l'Irlanda può essere un modello l'Irlanda per tutte le letterature europea. E ultimamente noi siamo una radio di espatriati italiani, sono tantissimi italiani che vivono in Irlanda, ma tanti europei che vanno pochi cervelli in Nord America o in Asia. Come può frenare l'Europa a questa pochi cervelli, non solo all'interno dell'Europa, ma anche all'esterno?
L'Irlanda ha giocato sempre un ruolo positivo e fondamentale in Europa, in particolare l'Europa ha difeso l'Irlanda e l'interesse dell'Irlanda durante la tragica vicenda della Brexit, e questa difesa dell'Europa ha ulteriormente creato un vincolo tra Irlanda e Unione Europea. Nelle 6 proposte che faccio, una di queste è centrata su come attirare qui i talenti ed evitare che i talenti vadano via. È la cosiddetta quinta libertà, the fifth freedom. La quinta libertà, che è la quinta libertà, cioè l'innovazione, conoscenze, skills, fondamentale. E per me un grande investimento in questo è il modo migliore per cercare di dare una risposta. Come dicevo prima, guardiamo la presidenza irlandese come un possibile acceleratore di tutto questo processo di competitività.